This is Viterbi Voices.
Coming to you from the University of Southern California, Viterbi School of Engineering.
We're here to give you the inside scoop about research, classes, student life, and so much more.
All of these shared from our students, faculty, and other members of our USC community.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Viterbi Voices Zombie Edition. If you weren't here before, you better go back and listen to the previous episode because there's a cliffhanger. I am one of your hosts. My name is Paul Ledesma, Executive Director of Undergraduate Admission here at the Viterbi School of Engineering.
And hi, everyone. My name is Emily Powis, and I'm a senior studying biomedical engineering.
Did I say this is the podcast? Welcome to the podcast. And joining us for the second episode in a row is Paul Lepe, who brings us his second installment of Zombie Takeover of the USC Viterbi School of Engineering Dungeons and Dragons one-off. Is that what you called it?
One shot.
One shot.
Okay, that was close.
I was so close. I thought I had it.
Hi, everyone. My name is Paul. I'm a senior studying computer engineering and computer science, and I'm from El Paso, Texas. I hope you liked the previous episode.
Yeah, well, if not, I'll say it again. If you haven't listened to the first episode, this is part two. The first episode, Paul introduced us to the ideas of Dungeons and Dragons and remind everybody you'd never played before, right?
No, I had not played ever. And the whole point of a one shot is that you sit throughout the whole thing. So just to give you all some context, the whole campaign was 3 hours. So everyone that you have met on the previous podcast, we all just sat together for 3 hours. It's pretty great. And then I was able to condense it a little bit. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I will for sure play again. If y'all like it, maybe we'll bring it back for another 2-3 episodes. Next season. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Definitely write into us. Hit me up on Twitter. Go to the Viterbi Student Instagram account. Comment on the podcast feed. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Wherever you're able to put a comment, please do so. It helps us out. And let's get out of the way and jump straight back in because when last we left it, Neha tripped, right?
She did trip, yes. She just tripped on a piece of buffalo chicken wrap from Trader Joe's.
She's only 4'6", so it's pretty easy.
So just to give you all a reminder of what happened, I was trying to see what was happening outside this closet that we're all stuck in. And I sneaked outside and I saw a bunch of zombies or just people that I thought were zombies, but I wasn't sure yet. So I grabbed my lunch that I had for my study session later that day, and I threw it at the wall as hard as possible because I wanted to see the reaction. And they got really angry, and that made me immediately think they were zombies. But then Neha didn't know about this, so she just heard a huge sound. So she just came outside of the closet to see what was happening. And since I was so well hidden, she didn't find me, even though I'm 6'10". And and she tripped on a piece of buffalo chicken wrap from Trader Joe's. If you haven't tried it, it's my favorite wrap.
Out of all the things to trip on, this is the weirdest thing ever. But I'm, sure, let's let it go and let's get out of the way and jump back into this D&D one shot.
All right, so continuing on, we're back. We're back in Michelson Hall. We have Jordan, Paul, and Neha.
I feel like I would try and sneak out. And
all right, let's roll you a stealth check. Whew. You rolled a stealth check of 7.
Wow.
So you're getting out there.
Okay.
You're trying to walk around. You don't know which direction Paul went. So you're just kind of tiptoeing out and you see these zombies and you're like, oh my God, what happened over there? Why is there this red orange splatter on the wall? And you kind of start to tiptoe over there. And as you're walking, there's a little bit of this buffalo chicken wrap on the ground and you slip on it. And you don't hurt yourself. You fall a little bit.
Good one.
But you make enough noise that all of these people turn around and look at you. What do you decide to do? Paul, you're also witnessing all of this.
I feel like not real Paul, but this Paul will just start to laugh, but like try to hold it in. You know that laugh where you're trying not to laugh?
Mhm.
Because I just I just saw this
Thanks,
tiny
Paul.
person trip over chicken. And I'm not laughing hard. I'm trying not to laugh hard. But I'm just like, ha ha ha. I don't know. I cannot think of a laugh. So I feel
Wow.
like that's what's going through my mind.
Okay.
Wow. So
So I'm on the brink of death, and
You
Paul is
didn't take
laughing at me.
damage. I just saw you.
Paul is just sitting there laughing, trying so hard not to. Let's see how much noise you make, Paul.
Oh,
Let's see
no.
how good your performance is. Ah, darn, you rolled a 19. So you're holding it together. You're chuckling to yourself, but not loud enough for anyone to hear, which also means Neha has no idea where you are. And she has also no idea what's going on and why there was a chicken wrap, and she's just sitting there like, oh my god, there are all these people staring at me.
I can calm emotions.
Yes.
Right. So could I, if they were angered by loud noises, could I like
Yeah, you can calm their emotions, but they will still know that you're there. They just won't be angry.
Okay. Is there any way for them to not know that I'm there? Do you guys have any ideas?
Okay,
I don't know.
We could do a distraction.
we can do a distraction. Okay, in this time, I'm seeing all of this, right? And I can control my laughter, and I see them angrily looking at Neha, right? That's what's happening.
Mhm.
So I
Yes.
want to use my spell to teleport to Jordan. Because in my mind, I'm like, Jordan needs to play some music. Jordan needs to do something.
Yeah, I was like,
Ooh.
distractions, guys.
Okay.
Distraction time. Alrighty. All right, you want to teleport over to Jordan? I will let you do that. Yeah, I will just let you do that. You're there.
Okay.
You're back at Jordan. Jordan has no idea what's happening. All she heard were a couple thuds.
Okay, Jordan, I know you heard two big noises, right? First one was my chicken wrap. I sacrificed my lunch because there's kind of like zombie people out there, but I'm not really sure yet. They do seem angry. They seem very angry.
Wait, Paul, that wasn't. I thought that was you.
No, I have with my good shoulder, I threw a buffalo chicken wrap from Trader Joe's at them. Also, for the listener right now, Trader Joe's is on campus and it's very good. Moving on. So I threw this chicken wrap, and then Neha just came out of nowhere. I had a whole plan set up. And Neha just came out of nowhere, and she was like looking for me, I guess. She tripped. And I think they're gonna do something bad to her because the people were really angry. So I came to get you because I think you should just play a song or something. Because Neha has no idea what's going on. She didn't see me. So my plan is just to like for you to play a song. How does that sound? How do you feel about that?
Okay. So I play the song and I lure them to us in the closet.
You do have your flute with you.
Yeah, I do have my flute with me. I guess you know what. I'm trying to think. What's a good song? I don't know.
You can play some Mozart on your flute.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and play Mozart's the magical flute. That's like a concerto or opera.
Okay. You play
Okay,
this. I'm gonna give you a performance check. Let's see how well this goes and if they like it. Hopefully they do. You have a +9. Yeah, you rolled a 23. You rolled a 23 in your performance. You start performing. You definitely distract them. They start walking away from Neha. They don't quite seem angry anymore, just more confused. They start walking over towards you and Paul. But keep in mind, you guys are still in the closet. They're starting to back you into that closet. And you don't know if you try and get out again, they might get angry. Neha's just happy that they're no longer staring at her. How do you guys want to continue on from this? You're getting backed into a closet by some zombies. Neha's
Okay,
outside.
I'm like to Paul, I'm like, look, they're coming closer. I'm not sure what this is, but I think we should get them to leave. Like the area.
Okay. How can we do that?
Okay, I have an attack called Dissonant Whispers, and I think that will cause them to disperse. And then we can get Neha, we can get the flash drive, we can leave and return back to my 6 cup of coffee.
They're all within hearing distance, but out of the 10 or so people attacking you, you can get 2 of them to be distracted, which leaves another 8 for Paul and Neha to fight off. But at this point, it kind of looks like a combat is inevitable.
Okay, and now I know that you guys are in the closet, or I know at least Jordan's in the closet. What can I do?
So you, Neha, your spells, you have Reanimate Dead, Animal Friendship, Message Cantrip. You have Tasha's Hideous Laughter, which incapacitates your enemy because they're laughing too hard. You have Calm Emotions, and you have Detect Thoughts.
Okay, at this point, I'm just freaking out because we have just been like vibing, and these 10 people have just been getting closer and closer to our freaking closet. So I freak out, and then Jordan, we have to do something. And what's up?
Wait, Paul. Sorry. You're tall and strong. You should just
I should just charge them? No, there's 10 of them. Okay.
We're taking. I'm like Paul, listen to me. I can disarm the 2 closest ones, and then that will create space for you to charge at least another one after that.
Okay. Yes, let's do that. Jordan, you and I need to step out of the closet so Neha knows I'm also here, because Neha doesn't know I'm here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, so
All
we
right.
step out of the closet together. That's what's happening. Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. So you 2 step out of the closet together. The zombies are still walking towards you. And they're like, well, there are people there. There you go. So for you, let's see. Jordan, I'm going to have you attack first in the combat. You said you wanted to attack Dissonant Whispers, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. We're going to roll you a charisma check. You roll a 5, and your opponent rolls an 8. Neither of you rolled particularly well, but the attack does fail. And yikes. They're still coming towards you. These 2 are a little angry now because they're like, you just played some really bad music. What's going on? So they're walking towards you a little bit faster. Up next is Neha. Do you choose to attack the 2 that are going toward Jordan? Do you choose to attack the ones that are closest to you? What's the plan?
Well, they're all going towards them, right? So I would choose the 2 closest to them, or the 3
All
closest
right.
to them.
And you wanted to attack with Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Let's see.
Yes,
Let's roll you an Arcana check. Oh, you roll a 25. And on their saving throws, your foes roll an 11, a 13, and a 6. Yikes. Well, you got 2 of them out of the way. 2 of them are down and out of the running, laughing uncontrollably. They're standing right next to Paul and Jordan, just on the ground laughing. All right.
Okay.
Paul, you're up next. Are you just going to grapple someone? You do have a grappling pin skill.
I want to grapple someone. Yes. I want to grapple. Yes. Not the 2 that are like on the floor.
We'll say those 2 are just incapacitated. They're out of the running right now.
Okay, good. The one that's closest to Neha, or like one that's closest.
Aw.
Yeah.
Aw.
Cute. So you
Well,
go over
just
there.
saved me.
You go over there. You just fully send it. You're over there tackling this person. You're grappling them. They go down. They go down, but not without giving you one good punch in the head. Not
How
too
much
hard
damage
though.
do I take?
Ooh.
You take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
But you're still okay. You have 38 points of damage. So you take 3
Okay.
hit points, but the zombie goes down. They're out. They can't do more. And you're surprised that they couldn't hit harder. These seem like some strong people, but they don't seem to have full control over their movements. Alrighty. Up next, we have their hits. They all come for you guys. They slowly reach you. Jordan, you take 3 points of damage. Neha, you take 4 points of damage. Oh no.
Can I even afford
You
that?
might be small, but you're mighty. You're mighty. You're still okay. You're at 18
Okay.
hit points left. But now it's your guys' turn again. You've got 2, 3. You've got 3 people down and out. You've got 7 more to go. What do you guys choose to do?
Okay, well, I'm like, man, I don't know what's with me today. I guess my dissonant whispers isn't really working. So I'm like, okay, next plan of action. I'm strong, I guess. I have a power drill in my backpack. I'm gonna use that. And I'm gonna attack the one closest to me, because I think there's one more,
Oh.
right?
Yes, there's one more that's really close to you guys. You go for it. You're there. Let's roll you a strength check. A 12, not too bad. You do good over there, and you're like, power drill, strength. You're trying being strong, but as you're walking over, you do trip. You trip as you're walking over, but you're still all strong and you're ready to come at them. So as you trip, instead of hitting them in like the face or the shoulder, you hit them in the stomach. And so instead of just hurting them, they fall over and they knock down the person behind them. So you hit 2 birds with 1 stone. There you go.
Dominoes.
2
Wow.
more out of the way. And then there are 5 more remaining. What's the plan, Neha?
Okay. Wait, sorry. So stuff in our our backpack, is that just like whatever we wrote down? Or is it okay, well I have a small knife and a crowbar in my backpack. If I'm not strong enough to use a crowbar, but I could potentially toss my crowbar over to Paul.
Yeah, you
Could
could
I
toss
do
it over to
that?
Paul. Do you want to do any attacks or just take that action?
I could also attack someone with my small knife. I could charge at
Oh,
them with a
right.
small knife.
So let's give you an athletics check. So you try and you throw the crowbar over to Paul. You roll an 11. It gets over to Paul, not exactly to him, but it lands close enough that he can run and grab it. You almost hit Jordan in the head, so she's a little mad. But the crowbar got to where it needed to be. And then as you are trying to attack this zombie in front of you, you're like, hoo, I can do this. I can do this. You're gonna roll your little deception check, make yourself seem a little bigger than you are. You got an 18, so you're over there, you scare this guy, you don't even have to really stab him, and he's like, I'm backing off. You scare the zombie enough, so that's another one out of the way. There are 4 left, Paul. You think you can take them yourself?
I think I can take them myself. I have a very strong feeling. I don't know why.
Right.
This may just be me.
I'll give you 2 actions this round. This could end the fight.
Okay, so what I want to do is I have a pineapple in my backpack. So here's what I'm going to do. I feel that I can, if I align the shot right, I can hit the pineapple with a crowbar and it can knock out 2 people. I feel like I can do that, you know?
All right.
I want to do that.
You want to do that? Let's give this a shot. Let's see.
It's like aggressive baseball. We'll call it athletics.
So Paul, you rolled a 9. Oh no. Yeah, you rolled a 9 on your athletics check for the first one. So you try and do it. You throw the pineapple up and you swing the crowbar and you miss. And it's horribly embarrassing. The 2 people that are incapacitated on the ground laughing start laughing harder. But you try again. You're in your second action. You pick it up. You're like, I got this this time. You roll a 19. You hit a home run. You get 2 of the guys out with just this pineapple. And you're just so proud of yourself that you forget that there are 2 more guys. Now, it's the zombies' turn. There are still 2 of them, so only 2 of you can get attacked. One of them is going to go at Jordan because she's a little spooked from getting almost hit in the head with a crowbar. She seems a little on edge. So Jordan takes 1 point of damage. You're still okay though. You're just a little scratched up, but it's fine. And then the other one misses his attack. So you guys are okay. Jordan, you've got 2 more people you're up against. What would you like to do?
Wait, you said that my dissonant whispers can get 2 people?
Yes. Would you like to
I'm
try
gonna try
again?
once again.
All right, dissonant whispers. You get a 14. A 14 means you get the job done.
Hey!
They're not fully incapacitated, but they're like, these sounds are bad enough that maybe we'll leave you alone. Maybe we'll just leave this weird flutist alone. Like, all right. And they just start walking away. They're not really in pain, but they're like, this isn't worth it. This just isn't worth it. And you guys are all like, whew. Well, that was weird. You don't usually get attacked by grad students when you're going to do your research. And you're like, well, what do we do now? I assume we should just go get the flash drive before these people that are incapacitated on the floor start to come after us again. Obviously, you feel a little bad because you're like, I don't know who these people are, but they're the ones that try to attack us first. You think they'll all be okay. One of you would like to perform a medicine check. I'm going to say it's Neha since she is the one that's in a bio lab. Neha performs a medicine check and is like, yeah, they should all be fine. Maybe a little scratched up, maybe a little emotionally not okay, but they should be fine in the end.
I mean, as long as they pass the Trojan check, they're emotionally fine.
As long as they pass the Trojan 5 check.
Neha, I feel like we really need to get out of here. And if you really need the flash drive, I feel like we should just head up there as soon as possible.
Let's go.
I feel like
Go. Something
Okay,
else to note
let's
before
do
you
it.
guys go upstairs.
Yeah.
Within your medicine check, Neha, you notice that even though Jordan stabbed this person, they're not really bleeding. They're really not. Something seems sus. You don't mention it yet. But you're like, odd. Odd. As you guys are walking over to the elevator from the pile of zombies on the ground, Neha, you feel some buzzing in your pocket and you check your phone again. And your PI is frantically texting you asking, hey, are you alive? You have a couple of missed calls. And they're like, yo, are you good? What's happening? Were you able to get the flash drive? Are you in the lab? Are you okay? Do you choose to respond?
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm fine. I'm just in Michelson getting the flash drive. Hopefully I'll be able to get it soon.
No mention of zombies?
Yeah, no zombies.
No,
No
no,
fire.
hey, I got attacked for this this flash drive.
Okay. Might be a minor oversight on my part. I would tell her there were zombies. There are zombies. What we think are zombies that just attacked us. There were 10 of them. We somehow managed to incapacitate them temporarily. So we are attempting to grab the flash drive and leave ASAP. And yeah, but
you get
okay.
into the elevator. You're still on your phone. You're telling Jordan and Paul what your PI is saying because they're like, why are we here? What is on this flash drive that's so important that we got attacked by zombies? And as you're there, you see your PI typing and they say, oh no. And then you get a FaceTime from your PI. Your PI is trying to FaceTime you and they're like, oh my gosh. Oh no, I've made a big mistake. And of course you're like, oh no, what's happening? What's happening? All of you guys can hear this.
I just want to point out that Paul said, of course you did.
Yes, the PI made a big mistake. And the PI is like, not just sending you here, okay, whoever you are. This is all my fault. I never should have tried that experiment. Bum 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 bum. So what's your guys' response to this?
Jordan goes, "What experiments are you talking about?"
Yeah, the PI is like, well, so I was kind of testing out a new drug that I was so sure it was gonna work. It seemed like it worked when we tested it on our rat test subjects, but it looks like there are some side effects. It was to slow down some of the brain process a little bit for people with ADHD, just kind of calm their brains a little bit, but it seems it calmed them a little too much, and they're kind of in this zombie state. But they're easily overtaken by their emotions. So if they feel angry, they're just going for it. They're gonna go be angry, and they don't have enough mental capacity at the moment because of this drug to do anything about it. And I'm glad you guys are wearing masks. I can see, because if you guys got infected with that, we'd be gone. We'd be gone. So you guys get up to the floor that your lab is on, and you just keep hitting the closed door button in the elevator.
And as this is happening, I'm like, guys, this is why I don't deal with living things. Only machinery.
And I would be like low-key mad that I did lab safety training, and for what if my PI can't do it?
Yeah, you guys got to get this flash drive. Your PI is like, yeah, just get the flash drive. If you can get the flash drive and you can bring it back to me, I can fix this. Everything that I need to know is on that flash drive. What do you guys think of this? You think you can get the flash drive, get back out of the building off campus, give it to your PI, and let them deal with this tomorrow?
What if we just use the flash drive to fix the problem and we get in the Daily Trojan for saving the horrible zombie apocalypse?
Wait, but why tomorrow? Like,
she's
why
already
can't we
home.
do it
She's not
today?
sitting through LA traffic to come back.
Okay, y'all, I agree with Jordan. This PI seems unreliable. I think the three of us can figure it out. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
We can FaceTime her for help if we need help.
She's not very approving. She's kind of like, I don't know about that, you guys. You really think you can figure out everything on that flash drive? It's encrypted, and it usually takes a team of people to make all this stuff and to distribute it to everyone in the building. There are more people than those 10 that you described in the text, Neha. That building was full of researchers. PI is like, I don't know, it usually takes a team of people to make all this stuff and then to distribute it and get it to everyone in the building. There were a lot more grad students and undergrads doing their research in the building than those 10 that you guys ran into earlier.
I take the phone from Neha and I just tell this random PI that I'm studying cybersecurity, and I hang up. I'm done with this PI. I'm done. We're doing this, Neha. Jordan, we are doing this because no, this is unacceptable.
I study cybersecurity. I can solve this biological problem, sure.
Encryption, decryption, yeah.
And I hang up. That's it.
Yes, the doors are open now. And you are starting to notice what the PI meant by there are a lot more than those 10 people that were in the lab. They don't notice you though. As of now, you just see there are about 30 people that you can see just in your field of vision. But luckily, it's a pretty clear walk from where you guys are to the PI's lab. How do you guys choose to get there? And once you get in there, you do know, Neha, that you can lock the door.
Wait, Paul, this is the moment where you drop kick me across the hallway. And because I'm a dancer, I land silently.
Okay, but like that, we still need to. Okay, my biggest concern right now is Jordan, because you and I can get through there silently. You know, we have good chances of like rolling a good die, or I don't know. But
wait, don't we all have dark vision? Can't we just turn off the lights and make it there?
You could.
Oh. Wait,
but this is when you throw Neha. Just take out the lights.
Okay.
Shannon, I'm killing our DM.
Wait, I'm loving this. Okay, can we do perception on the room itself? So I want to know how close the switch is, because before we just kill the lights, we might as well just like switch it off if it's close by, you know?
Yes. Let's roll you a perception check.
Yeah, I would also rather not be tossed at the light.
So we have a little bit of a problem. Paul, your perception check, you're like, all right, it's a 7 out of 20. And this doesn't give you too much information. All you know is there sure do have to be light switches in this building. There have to be some, and they can't all be that far away from the elevator. You don't see them on first glance. You're a little distracted by all the zombies walking around, but they still don't seem to notice you guys. Would
Wait, Neha,
anyone
don't you know
else-
this building really well?
Yeah, but like I would never have a reason to turn the lights off. You know what I mean? Like, why would I know
You
where
can
they
look
are?
around.
If it's for the whole building, I could look around. Cause I'm quiet. I could sneak around.
Yeah,
and
you're
look
not
for
quite
the
tall
light
enough to
switch.
look on all the walls, but you can sneak around a little bit. Let's give you a perception check. You got a 12, that's okay. And let's give you a stealth check as well. All right, you got a 23 out of 20 on your stealth. So you're being super stealthy. No one's gonna see you. No one's gonna hear you. But you look around and you're kind of like, I'm not gonna look that far. Like, I can just kind of look around the elevator, on the walls near it. I'll just tiptoe around a little bit. And you see there are 2 sets of light switches. You don't turn the first one off when you get to it, but because that'll distract everyone and they'll be like, wait, one of the sets of light switches is off, but the other one's still on. They'll still be able to see. So you're like, I'm not going to turn this off until I know that there are only these. But you do look around, you only notice that there are 2 light switches that you can see for the floor as a whole. Like, not the specific offices, but just for the floor.
Are they close to each other?
No.
Okay. Are Paul and Jordan looking at me?
Yes, they can see you.
Okay. Then I will gesture to Paul and like point at the other set of light switches that I passed and like mimic turning off the light switch. And because Paul's sneaky, Paul, would you try and turn off the light switch and then we can coordinate?
Can I recognize where she's pointing at the light switch?
We'll give you an insight check.
Oh,
You roll a nat 1. So your total score for that roll was a 4 out of 20. So you see Neha pointing desperately to this one point in the room, and you're just kind of looking, you're kind of squinting your eyes, and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. You want me to go walk in that direction? Okay. So Paul, you walk like 10 feet in that direction and look back at Neha and are like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
wait, I can message people from 30 feet away. So I could message Paul and tell him to turn off the light switch. And then I could do like a 3, 2, 1, so we do it at the same time.
Okay. Is that what you want to tell him, that you're gonna turn off the light switch and you gotta do it on the count of 3? But remember, Paul doesn't really see the light switch. He just kind of started walking over to it.
Okay, well, first I would tell him exactly where it is. So you said they're not close to each other. So I guess
In my message to Paul, I would be like, the light switch is on that wall, I guess in the center of the wall, and I would point at the wall, and then I would say, can you please turn it off on the count of 3 so it's off at the same time? Because Paul's looking at me.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. Paul still has to sneak over there. But he does pretty well in his stealth check. He gets a nice 28 out of 20. So he walks over there and you do the little 3, 2, 1 signal, and you turn the lights off at the same time. And as you guys are like, all right, we're gonna go book it over to this office, get in there. You guys all have dark vision, so you can see in the dark. You don't think the zombies can, because as far as you know, they're just humans that kind of had their brain chemistry tampered with. So you guys are running, and Neha, as you're running over, because you're a little closer to the office than anyone, both you and Paul, because you started kind of walking in that direction. You guys are running there. Neha, you accidentally trip over one of the zombies' feet.
Why do I keep falling? I thought I was a dancer. Like, I have to have good balance.
You're dancing, but you're running in the dark. You don't see things that are above you necessarily. You just thought it was like a table leg, and you're just running, and you trip over their foot.
Okay.
And Jordan, you notice this. You have the option to keep just running and trying to get to the room, or you can try and help Neha. What do you choose to do?
So I have a hydro flask, and I don't know if you guys know what it sounds like when a hydro flask hits the hard floor. And I think Neha's in trouble. I'm gonna throw my hydro flask in the opposite direction to cause a noise in the dark. So hopefully the zombies will ignore poor Neha. And that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, let's give this a deception check, I guess. You're trying to deceive them, think something's over there. You get a 13. So you're all good. They hear this loud banging noise and they're like, what is going on? And all start kind of like zombie walking over toward this loud noise. And Neha also looks over there, but it's like, I'm gonna keep running. So y'all run over to the office and you're still in the dark. All the zombies are distracted. The door is locked. Paul, would you like to try and pick the locks again?
Yes, I would really like to pick the lock and get in there as quick as possible.
All right.
Wait, do I not have a key to my lab?
No.
Oh,
Wow.
that's unfortunate.
Your PI
Okay.
chose not to give you a key.
I think I'm going to be switching labs after this.
I wouldn't blame you, in all honesty. Paul, you try and pick the lock. Not 20. You roll a 27. You pick that lock. The zombies don't notice. You're chilling in there. You guys all get into the lab and you lock the door behind you and are like, okay, we're chilling in here. There's no one in here. We're safe. As you're in here, you all stand around looking at each other and realize before Paul very rudely hung up on your PI, Neha, they didn't tell you where the flash drive is. All they said is that it's in their office.
I would text them. I mean, now's not the time to be petty. I would, yeah.
What do the
I
rest
would
of you
text
think?
them.
Whatever gets me to my 6th cup of coffee faster.
Okay.
I think we should text. If they don't, then we ransack. But I think we should text them.
All right. You text them, Neha, and you're like, hey, sorry. My friend's a little stressed out. He got attacked by zombies. And you see the little typing bubble pop up and then just go away. And then it pops up and then it goes away. And you're like, maybe they're typing out a long response. But we are just standing here. So as they're typing, do you guys want to wait? You want to sing a song? You want to start looking around?
Is there like a place that my PI usually doesn't let me go to?
Her office is her private space. She keeps
So
it
the whole
zen.
place is okay.
But you can start by, maybe checking the logical places to hide a flash drive. Who wants to dig through drawers? Everyone? One person in particular really want to ruffle through some papers?
I mean, Paul, you seem particularly mad at this poor PI.
I am gonna do this as fast as I can.
We roll you an investigation check, Paul, and you get an 11 out of 20. So you're searching, just not well. You're taking the drawers out of this, just dumping them on the ground, and you're like, yeah, I don't see anything in there. You're not really looking, but you're kind of like, it's a small object, but I think I'd notice it if it fell out of a drawer. And you don't see anything. And while you're on your little rampage over here, Neha gets a text. And this text is like, well, there is a safe within this office. The safe is in a book on my bookshelf. So it's hidden in one of the books. It's in the large book about neuroscience. So you guys go over there. You walk over to the bookshelf. And they're like, okay, large neuroscience books. There are a few of them. But after a quick little investigation, by Jordan, or she rolls a 16, you're chilling. You look through the neuroscience books and you open one and you're like, well, this one, it has a cutout in the middle. It sounds hollow, sounds like there's something in it. So she opens it and she finds it. There's a little safe cut out within this book. And you assume that's where your PI hides all of her fancy important flash drives that are supposed to be kept secret. And your PI, well, she's like, yeah, you guys found the book, but little Mr. Cybersecurity over here got me thinking, I can't send you the password to my safe directly because, text messages just aren't the most secure. So I guess you guys are going to have to figure out the password from a little riddle or something to see if you're smart enough to figure out what my actual password is. So maybe it's not hacking per se, but it's still an issue that you're going to have to solve, Mr. Cybersecurity, social engineering.
Thanks, Paul. Why can she not just get a new safe after this? Like, I feel like there are more important things in this world right now.
Do you want to ask her that?
Yeah, I would ask her. I mean, I'm quitting anyways.
She responds with, it's my password for everything, and I don't have time to change all of that this quickly.
Okay, what's the riddle?
The riddle. All right, she texts you. It is a password that is 5 letters long. It describes a couple of biological concepts. It's a type of organelle, and it's also the name of a muscle sensory receptor in the nervous system. But seeing as only one of you knows anything about biology, and she's not even a bio major or a biomedical engineer, I'll give you guys a couple more hints just for fun. The first letter would be the color of chloroplast.
Green.
All right. You've got a G for the first letter. The second letter, the type of gene that has the potential to cause cancer.
Oncology?
Do I say it if I know the word?
Yeah.
Golgi.
Golgi? Would you guys like to try that, or do you want to keep getting hints? What's your opinion? Third letter hint. A type of mathematical transformation that turns integrals into polynomials.
Laplace. Okay, it has to be Golgi.
How are you feeling, Paul? Would you like to try Golgi, or would you like to hear the rest of these lovely hints?
I don't know.
Golgi? All right, you guys put in the code. Let's hope you put it in right. You put it in there. You spin the little dial on the safe, and boom, it opens. And inside, there is one flash drive. You tell the PI, you're like, hey, found the flash drive. She goes, congrats. Now, you guys can either bring it to me and try and get out of this building and not get attacked, I hope. Or, if you're so confident in all of your engineering skills, you guys can try yourselves to unlock the flash drive and use it to disperse what's going to fix these guys. What do you decide to do?
We're doing it ourselves, right, Paul? It's like your pride is in question.
My pride is in fact in question because this PI has not been helpful. I don't know how you dealt with them for this long, but I'm done.
All right.
I say we try it, and like worst comes to worst, I teleport out of here with a USB and I give it to her.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Wait, what about us, my dude?
That's so smart.
Quite the friendship you got there.
Well, but like if we don't make it out, then we're all dead and everyone's dead, you know?
So we're just gonna die, but you're gonna survive.
That's what he's saying, but he's not saying that because he doesn't want to say that.
No, of course not. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is I have faith in us where that will not happen because we will solve this ourselves. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
All right. Well, the PI says, all right, well, good luck. Best of luck. You're going to have to not only decrypt the flash drive and figure out what the chemical formula is, but you're going to have to figure out how to disperse this as an aerosol to everyone infected. So, best of luck to you guys. You get a little information to try and decrypt this flash drive, the password to it. But again, you're getting me to really think about cybersecurity, Paul. I don't know if I'm comfortable just sending you the password.
I am regretting my words so bad right now. Like, but I don't say this out loud because I don't think like Miss Paul would ever say this out loud. I'm just like in my mind, I'm like, I really messed up there. But like I'm smiling, I'm like smiling. You just gotta,
I study cybersecurity. Hangs up Paul.
Internally, Jordan and I are playing that over in our heads and wishing it didn't happen.
I feel like Neha kind of got a little bit of this with like the reading the thoughts. I feel like she's kind of getting.
True. I'm picking
like,
up on it. That's why I'm not saying anything.
Okay, but yeah, we do need the clues. We do need the clues.
You do need the clues. All right. The PI is like, fine. You are undergrads. You're okay. You have a little attitude, but it's okay. So to decrypt this flash drive, the first letter in a 4-letter sequence is the first name of Mr. Viterbi.
Oh.
Andrew.
Oh.
Andrew, yeah.
It's
Andrew Viterbi. Yeah.
It's Andrew Viterbi.
All right. So the first letter is A. The second character is the hundreds place of the year that USC was founded. Some faculty are really up on their trivia.
Wasn't it in the 1800s at some point, or was it? I don't think it was 1700s.
17 is too early.
Yeah, and 19 feels too late. I feel like it's 8, right?
Yes.
Is 8 your final answer?
Because we only need the hundreds place, so who cares about like the exact decade, right?
Yeah, it's just the 100. Like, is it 9 or 8? I feel like it's 8.
I will agree with you. Yes.
You guys are going with an 8. I will give you the PI's warning. 2 tries, and this will lock.
Oh,
will lock itself out. So you're going with the first name of Viterbi being Andrew. So that's an A. You're getting the hundreds place the year USC was founded. That's going to be an 8 based on what you guys have said. And the last 2 characters are the first 2 letters of the name of USC's mascot.
Oh, wait, is Tommy
Traveler.
Trojan or Traveler the mascot?
It's Traveler.
Traveler.
Traveler, yeah.
TR.
Okay, so your final answer for the 4-letter sequence is A8TR?
Yes. Yeah. And I typed that angrily. And the moment I press enter, I say cybersecurity. Like I yell cybersecurity.
The zombies outside kind of turn and are like, what's this noise?
Thanks, Paul.
What's this noise? Just Paul yelling cybersecurity.
Paul's pettiness, I swear, is endangering all of us.
You go in and it works. It works, Paul. You are rejoicing.
Cybersecurity. Yes.
Paul, you're so proud of yourself. And you're like, all right, now I can get you guys the files. And you open these files and immediately you're like, oh, I regret everything. I know nothing about any of this. So you open it, you see some schematics for a little mechanical engineering device. And you see a bunch of chemical formulas that are just gibberish to you. Now, do you choose to ask for help or do they have to take the computer from you?
I feel like I've gone through like some character development. Like I have felt a lot of struggles through my zombie encounters. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm not mad at them. I'm only mad at the PI. You know, you know,
Just the PI.
just the
No one
PI.
else.
Because we have struggled through all of this together. You know, why would I be mad at them? They're my teammates.
Mhm.
So I feel
Yeah.
like I share it. I feel like I share this information.
This bonding experience of being attacked by zombies and dealing with a very unhelpful PI.
Yes.
I mean,
Uh,
it strengthened our friendship more than Dulce, so
So I share
There
this
you
for
go.
sure.
Perfect. You share this. All right. Jordan, you're like, well, these are schematics. I'm a mechanical engineer. I can build some sort of device that can help spread this chemical that Neha's going to make as an aerosol. I work in the rocket propulsion lab. I know things about propulsion. Neha, you look at the chemical formulas and you're like, oh boy, this is possible, but it's not going to be easy. And to do that, you have to get over to a lab. Jordan, you do as well. So you guys have to figure out how to get over to a lab. Paul, you're just there protecting this computer.
I'm okay with
Do you
that.
choose to go to the lab with them? Do you choose to stay far away and just hope Neha messages you and you can yell things from within this office? Or do you want to go out there?
Do they have to go to different labs? Do the schematics say, or is it the same lab?
No, we're gonna say they can go to the same lab. It's a nice biomechanical lab. They've got
Okay.
enough chemicals to do the chemistry. They've got some machinery to do the mechanical engineering.
Okay.
Is it in the same building or is it in a
Yeah,
different
we're gonna say you're in the same building. All in
Yeah.
Michelson.
Okay. My thought is this, right? I say I clone this computer over to my laptop because I have a laptop, so I can go
Okay.
with them. That way I don't have to like guard this computer. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I
perfect.
feel like I can do that.
All
I'm
right,
a
I'll give
senior.
you that.
I'm a senior studying computer science. I feel like I can clone this.
There you go.
We're not gonna worry about the specifics of the hardware and how it's not compatible. No, we're just gonna clone.
No. You're gonna clone this. You clone all this information onto your laptop. It works. It takes a few minutes. You guys are just kind of there twiddling your thumbs. Like, okay, whatever Paul says, we need the stuff on this computer, so we're just gonna go with it. And you're getting ready to head over to the lab. All the lights are still off outside. Do you guys want to just book it to the lab? You guys want to try and sneak there? You gonna teleport? What's the plan?
How many people can I teleport?
Just you.
Oh, okay, that's not an option then.
Wait, Paul, because you can teleport, maybe you can create a distraction. And so then it's a clear path for Neha and I to get to the lab. And then you can teleport back into the lab.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that.
But in that case, just in case something happens to Paul, should one of us take the computer?
Now who's leaving who?
I'm just saying, Paul, you are throwing yourself into the line of fire, which is very admirable, but like the computer doesn't need to be there.
Okay. Y'all, here's what's gonna happen.
One of you guys takes the computer, Paul takes his laptop with all of the information
There we
on
go.
it.
So now we have two. Yeah.
I can teleport because I've already been there. I can teleport to the elevator, right?
Okay.
And what can I do? Do any of you have? Okay, I have expired candy in my backpack.
Okay.
I have marbles.
Jordan, why have the marbles not been used? Okay, Jordan, can I?
Because I like fidgeting with them. I'm sorry. I have some slight.
Okay.
I have a slight nervous disorder.
Okay,
Where I need to fidget.
Jordan, can I borrow your marbles?
Can I hold the laptop?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
so,
you trade marbles for a laptop.
Yes. Okay. So here's my game plan, and you'll tell me if I'm wrong. Please tell me if I'm wrong. I teleport to the elevator. I scream cybersecurity. Because why not? I scream cybersecurity. I throw a bunch of candy in the air on the opposite direction of where the lab is,
Okay.
right? Because it's in the same floor. And then I throw marbles at that direction as well. So the
Okay.
marbles don't get you, and then you all go run or like sneak or I don't know, but you all go over there. How does that sound?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yes.
Good work.
Yeah.
Questionable word you yell out because I don't know if they know what cybersecurity is.
Okay.
No, it
Okay.
helps distract them. It's disorienting. They're in a biolab. They'll be like, whoa, what's going on?
And at this point, it's another like, F you at the PI,
Mhm. For in case she checks the security camera footage.
Yes.
We're gonna
So-
give you a roll for intimidation here. Let's see, 6.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you
So
go over there.
do I just
You
scream
go over there.
cybersecurity? Like what's happening? like I'm in front of all of them, and I kind of like can't because I'm too nervous, and I scream it like that.
You're over there. You kind of do like a cybersecurity kind of yell. You throw the marbles on the ground, and they're like, "All right." They kind of start walking towards you, but they're like, "Weird dude, okay." Like, they're not particularly scared. Not really interested. They're just kind of like, "That was a choice he made." Okay. And then you teleport back to the lab. Fine. Jordan and Neha, you're sprinting over there. You're getting in. You open the door, shut it behind you. And you're like, all right, we've got our schematics. We can do this. You're gonna get it done. So Neha, you're looking at the chemical formulas. I'll roll you a medicine check. You roll a 21 out of 20. You're doing great. You have all the chemicals you need right there. You're chilling. You're like, all right, I can get this done. I can get this done. You're mixing your chemicals. Jordan, you're over there and you are getting ready to build this little device. You're looking at the schematics, trying to find some parts, trying to find some tools. You can do this. You're looking around, and within your building, we're gonna give you a performance check. I feel like you're just performing your job. And within that, you roll a 16, so you're a little slow, but you're getting it done. You're getting it done. You're having some trouble finding the parts, but you can scrounge them around. You're not used to working in a biomedical lab, but you can still find all the mechanical parts you need. You build this nice little aerosol canister dispenser thing. Paul's there with the computer, not letting you guys touch it, but showing you the schematics.
I feel like I also have a terminal open on this side, and I randomly write like Linux commands for you listeners out there. It's just like very basic, nothing important. But if you're from the outside, you think that person knows what they're doing,
Oh yeah. You just want to feel a little important.
So yeah,
You're
but
just
because you're making all these great things, and I'm just like sitting on my thumbs, So I feel like
You're just making and deleting directories,
Yeah.
making them, staging into them, and coming out and deleting them. You're
Yeah.
like, man, I'm so important right
yeah,
now.
but like they don't know that. They don't know that.
There you go. That's all that happens. You just need to look like you're doing something important. It's the black screen, green text, hacker background.
Mhm.
There you go. Paul's over there trying to feel important. Jordan and Neha are working their butts off. They're getting it done. They make the chemical they need. They make the canister they need to disperse it to everyone. And you guys are all ready. You've each got a little canister to go disperse it. And the PI is like, well, guess you guys managed. Would have been easier with a whole team, but it's okay. You guys did it. Have fun going around and spraying this on every zombie you guys see. So here you go. You go outside. You guys are armed with your little canisters. You've got your N95s on. You've got some lab coats on because lab safety always comes first, no matter what the PI says.
Wait. I'm sorry. Is it like we have like a vest, like a belt around us with like a bunch of canisters? Is that what's happening? You know the one I'm talking about?
If you want that to be how it happens. I don't know, Jordan. What did you choose to build? Did you give everyone like a little squirt bottle? Did you make a bunch of like grenades with this chemical in it? What's the plan?
So you know those things the Ghostbusters wear where it's like a vacuum and it's like a tube where you spray? We're standing there in our little like hazmat suits with our little pack in the back with our guns that like spray around. It's great.
There you go.
Because we have to have like we have to have enough to like get everyone, you know? So that's why we need like the full backpack setup.
Yep. There you go. That's what you needed. You go out there. You guys are ready. Let's give you all a couple quick athletics and acrobatics checks to make sure you're not going to hurt yourselves. All right. Jordan, you rolled a 4, so you trip at some point, but you're still spraying people. You sprain your ankle, but you're doing okay. You're going to limp around for a little while, but luckily there's an elevator, so you don't have to take the stairs. You can just get back in the elevator and go from floor to floor.
Oh no.
Neha, you roll a 15, so you're doing okay. You're just going through there. You're getting a little out of breath because you've got the mask on. You're running around the building, but you're feeling all right. Paul, you roll an 11. So while you're out there, you throw your hands up after you heal a couple people. You give them this new drug, and you go, cybersecurity. And you throw your arm up in the air and dislocate your shoulder again. But it's okay. You're getting the job done. You really only need the one arm.
That's true.
It's fine. You guys go through all the levels. You heal everyone you can. And you come downstairs. You walk out with these like big Ghostbusters kind of canisters with some chemicals in it, and that people in hazmat suits are like, okay, what happened here? And you explain everything
We
to
didn't
them.
leave the fire guy, right? Like we healed him, right? Okay.
Yes, yeah.
I felt bad.
The fire guy eventually
Okay,
wandered out of the
good.
room. We're gonna say the fire put itself out, or the fire
Okay.
sprinklers went off and put the fire out. So you healed everybody. You're all good. You walk outside. You tell everyone what happened. You tell the hazmat people. It's been like 3 hours. It's 7 p.m. So campus is pretty empty, but there are still the hazmat people around. And they're like, "Wow, good job. We had no idea what happened. We don't know everything that goes on in these labs. There's so much research that happens at USC. They're very proud of you. You're heralded as heroes. You guys are exhausted. Luckily, Jordan, you have a healing spell. You can heal your sprained ankle and Paul's dislocated shoulder.
Oh.
Neha, you're fine.
Wow.
You're doing great. You're
Killed
like,
it.
imagine getting hurt. Couldn't be me. And you guys are exhausted, but you know, this fun part about college is that no matter what you seem to do, you still have a midterm tomorrow.
Do we just go to Levy
I
after
forgot
saving
about
the
that. Oh my
world?
God.
No, we get my 6th cup of coffee.
Yes, you stop by the Starbucks on campus. Jordan gets her coffee, and you guys all go to Levy to study.
It's okay.
I actually love this. I love this ending, in all honesty, because that's such an engineering thing.
It's okay. In Levy, we take a selfie and caption it cybersecurity and send it to the PI. With the backpacks. Oh, and then we also caption it lab safety, but like very aggressively, like hashtag lab safety.
Hashtag lab So hashtag cybersecurity, hashtag
That's
lab
it.
safety, hashtag
Hashtag I'm
new lab.
quitting.
Hashtag, so there's 3 hashtags.
Okay.
I love this. Yeah.
There you go. Final thing that you've sent to your PI. You don't hear anything back. I think they just understand that, in all honesty, that was the best way that this could have gone. They're just lucky you didn't sue.
There's still time.
But who has time for a lawsuit? Congratulations, you guys. You made it through this campaign. Our cute little one-shot. You did a great job building your problem solving, bringing some engineering knowledge into it, and just some general knowledge about USC. And it was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did.
We did. It
It
was
was
so
great.
fun.
Yay. Well, perhaps someday we'll see Paul, Jordan, and Neha come back together after their midterm. But until then, thank you for listening.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. And that concludes our last D&D part. I was wondering, Paul, okay, Paul, there's too many Pauls in this, but
It's hard to talk.
Paul Ledesma and I have never played D&D, and obviously you
No.
didn't play before this, but did you guys come up with did the players come up with their characters, or did Shannon, the dungeon master, do that for you guys?
Okay, so at the beginning of the podcast, we do say that we came up with them ourselves. That's a small white lie, just because some of us had never played before, right? So we had no idea where to start. We didn't know of all the different types of characters that we could be. So Shannon helped us out with the basics. So she gave us a rough overview. She told me I was a rogue. She told me I was an elf. And I was like, okay, I'll be a 6'10" elf, right? And then each person kind of just added their own characteristics to it. She said that I should be playing maybe field hockey, right? She just suggested that. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. Just for the sole reason that I'm currently taking like a volleyball class. I mentioned it in the podcast, and I was like, I want to play volleyball. If I'm playing a sport, I might as well pretend that I'm good at volleyball, you know. And it's just different instances of that where she gave us the basics of it, you know, our characteristics, our attack, our spells, and then we just took it upon ourselves to like create these characters. So it was a lot of fun.
What made you discover D&D? You said you just started listening to a podcast. Like, I don't think you trip on a podcast. You made an active choice here. So where did this come from?
Yeah, so it came from TikTok. So I was just on TikTok at one point during the pandemic, because I got really into it when the pandemic started, like everyone else. And for some reason, I got into this D&D side of TikTok, and there was this one group, I do not remember the name, and they have a YouTube channel. So I tried to look them up, and everything is like, oh, pay $20 to listen to our weekly video. And I was like, that's a lot of money. I cannot afford that. So then I started to look things up online, and I found this really awesome podcast on Spotify. Can I plug it? It's like not an advertisement at all. It's just a podcast I listen to. It's D&D. So it's 3 Ds. Okay, D&D. They're on Spotify. They're amazing. I just finished watching their first season, which is like 30 episodes, and it's taken me a year. I'm slowly catching up. They're on like season 4 right now. So yeah. And
what is, I don't mean to, I'm not trying to cast a negative light on this. I'm just curious, what is exciting about D&D? Like, why would someone enjoy this? Again, I don't even know what to enjoy or not to enjoy about it. I just, my whole vision of D&D is growing up is that there was kids who would get together, they'd take a book, they have a bunch of dice, and they would hang out in a basement forever. Like, that's my limited knowledge of it.
Yeah, that's kind of like an older perspective on it. I think over the last couple of years, it has shifted a little bit. I was listening to someone talk about this a little while ago, and they mentioned that Stranger Things, the TV show, really put new light into the whole role-playing aspect of it. And it became very popular. Jordan does mention at the beginning of the first episode, she says, oh, I used to play Dungeons and Dragons when I was in high school, when it wasn't cool yet. You know, she literally mentions that. It's on the first episode. You all have already listened to it, hopefully. And it's pretty awesome. It's just a way to have fun. You know, it's all about your imagination. It's where you want to take it. And it gives you a lot of freedom to do whatever you want in this like imaginary world. And it's another great excuse to hang out with friends. Because I hope you got this out of it, but we were all having a ton of fun while recording these 2 episodes.
Absolutely.
And it was just great.
Good. Love it. Absolutely love it. Paul, thanks for being so inventive and thoughtful in this process and bringing something new to the podcast. I know Emily and I truly, truly appreciate it. Great job. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please reach out to us and let us know how you felt about it. And for those of you that are still working on your application, get it in. December 1st is the application deadline for competitive merit-based scholarships. Go to viterbiadmission.usc.edu or go to admission.usc.edu/Common App. If you've got any questions, give us a call at 213-600-9919 or send us an email at beadmit@usc.edu. We've been going for a long time, so let's get out of here. And we'll see you all next week on the Viterbi Voices podcast. Thanks, everybody.